Does everything seem plain and boring to you? We know a few easy ways of how to change it. Let's use our favorite decoration tool to transform a plain glass bottle into a stylish vase. Apply even rows of hot glue around the bottle. Start from the bottom. The job will take some time and patience. Your hand may shake a little at the beginning. As a result, your first rows may not be as level as you wish. The further you go, the better. Your rows become neat with equal intervals between. And finally, you'll make perfect rows on the neck. The base is ready. Oh, it seems we've got a little problem. The glue threads have wrapped around the bottle like a spider web. Adhesive tape will help. Attach the wide tape and take it off. Paint the bottle. Start with the bottom again. Choose a darker shade. We've taken hot pink. Continue with a light tint. We've mixed it with white. Paint on top of the previous coat to make a smooth transition of colors. Thus, we'll create an ombre effect. Add orange. Don't clean the brush. We want to mix the shades. Continue with bright yellow. Paint on top of orange to make a vague color transition. Finish it with a pure yellow color. Cover the neck with the lightest tint. Mix yellow and white. We've managed to transform the clear blank bottle into the stunning textured vase of rainbow colors. It can become a centerpiece in your interior room design.
In today's tutorial, we'll color a wooden photo frame in warm shades of yellow and red. For that we will need a blank wooden picture frame, acrylic paints, flat paintbrush with natural or synthetic bristle, some water. The picture frame for decorating is obviously beautiful on its own. We'll try to keep a unique pattern and texture of wood when painting the frame. We've chosen ochre as a basic color, a nice mustard tint of yellow. Squeeze a little into a cup, add some water for a thin transparent texture. Paint with broad brush strokes. Move the brush randomly. Give the first layer time to dry out. It won't take longer than an hour. Before you proceed to the next stage of frame coloring, protect the working surface with a kitchen mat or waste paper. We are going to paint contrasting color over the ochre one. Mix some berry, chocolate and brown paints. Here we have a really nice fondant shade of red. We are using dry brush technique for the upper coat of paint. With quick sloppy brush strokes, go over the colored photo frame surface. Pay attention to the way the natural pattern of the wood shows through. Run with thick brush strokes over the inner edges of the frame. Mix paints with dry brush. We are not using masking tape common for this technique, as we don't want perfectly even edges. Our sweet handmade country-style picture frame is ready.
Today, we'll weave an unusual rainbow color splashed rope basket. Begin by decorating the rope. Take acrylic paints of bright rainbow colors, a bit of gold and bronze, water, and a brush. Add random paint stains over the rope. Let it dry. Secure the rope ends with tape. Take a bowl to shape the basket. We'll weave it over. Use a large-eye blunt needle to thread some knitting yarn. Make a tight snail, pierce it with the needle crosswise. Careful not to tangle the thread. Add another rope coil. Secure by piercing crisscross again. The base center is ready. You can start weaving. Put the needle between the first and second outer coils from beneath. Add another coil. Wrap 2 outer coils and put the needle between the layers from beneath. Make the same again. Pull the thread up tight. Now make a double wind around the outer coil. Wrap 2 layers again, pull the thread up tight, and add another rope coil. Alternate wrapping around 1 and 2 outer layers. At the end of the 3rd layer, put the needle over the 2nd coil and wrap the 3rd coil, pulling the needle from beneath. Take the needle out and wrap 1 outer coil. Then 2 outer ones. Again, the 3rd outer coil. 2 outer ones together. One outer coil. Continue changing the wraps. As far as the coils are added, continue winding around 3 outer layers, changing the wraps at random. Turn the bowl over and place the woven basket bottom onto the bowl. Weave around the bowl to form the walls. Coil and fasten the layers one by one following the bowl shape. The basket walls are ready. You can remove the base. Add a few coils more until the rope ends. Secure the rope ends. Add handles. Measure 2 1-inch leather strips. Cut them out. Pierce a hole with an awl. Put in a special screw you can buy in a supply shop. It's an easy way of securing as it doesn't require any additional tools. Attach the handle to the front side of the basket. Twist a nut on the side. Secure the other handle in the same way. This cute, convenient basket is ready to complement your interior.
We are going to reuse an old sweater and make a trendy pumpkin door stopper or a bookend. We will need a cut of an old sweater, a large round plate, strong thread, a needle, scissors, and a tailor's marker. We've pre-cut the back of the sweater. The size of the patch depends on how big a book stopper you want. To make your own sewing pattern for the door stopper, any round object will do. We are going to use a large round platter. Trace around the plate with the marker. Add 3 cm seam allowance around the edge of the circle and draw a circle with short strokes. Cut out the pattern. If fabric sheds on cut edges, iron fusible web along. This handy item is available at any fabric and craft store. PVA glue will also do. With a narrow brush, glue all along the edge and wait till the glue dries out. So here is the pattern. We are going to use a strong nylon thread for sewing. Any kind of thread will do unless it's firm enough, as it might break when gathering the fabric. Cut a thread. Thread a needle. A wide eye one works best. Half fold seam allowance. The edge meets the pattern line. Hand stitch. We are using back stitch, as it imitates machine stitching. Secure with a few stitches. Make sure you leave around a centimeter opening to run the string through. Thread any string or twine through the tube. For that you might use a special needle, a safety pin, or a handmade one like this. Just twist a piece of wire to form a loop. Cut 2-3 length. Leave the loose end outside the tube. Thread the twine through the tube, pulling the pin ahead. Remove the pin. Gather the pattern, pulling both ends of the string. We are using a pile of stones as a weight. Fish and plummets will also do perfectly well. Fill the sack with a synthetic toy filler or patches of fabric. Wrap the stones in a plastic bag. You want a kind of a bowl shape. Now let us fill the pattern. Put the weight in and pull the string ends as tightly as possible. Fix with a knot. To give the sack a shape of a pumpkin, we are just going to tie it crisscross with the twine. Here we've got these nice ribs. One turn, fix with a knot, trim the ends, and another one. Puff the pumpkin cushion for the filler to take a new shape. Now we need a pumpkin handle. We'll need a short stick for a stem. The length depends on the size of the pumpkin. Wrap some newspaper around, it's pliant and easy to shape. Tie with a thread and fix. We are going to decorate the pumpkin stem with twine. For that we will need a glue gun. Fix the end of the twine on a drop of a glue, and whirling the stem, wrap the twine around it. Keep the rows tight to fully cover the newspaper. Place a dot of glue. Fix the turn. Spin tightly. You don't want any gaps. Fit the fruit stem. This much will be enough. Trim the stem. Let's fit the handle one more time. Perfect. Now some decorative element, 2 leaves. Here we have a leather cut and a patch of linen of contrast texture. You may use a ready-made template or hand draw the leaf pattern. Cut out. Arrange on the stem. Hot glue. Press with the finger for a better grip. The other leaf overlaps the first one. Apply glue abundantly all around the place you are going to fix the stem to. Press the handle tightly, slightly pushing it inside the pumpkin. Hold this way for a few seconds to let the glue cool down. Press the gathering to the pumpkin handle. The pumpkin door stopper is ready. This doable and fancy home decor item can also serve as a bookend.
In today's tutorial, we will show you how to make a small gnome from cardboard and fur. We'll need wooden fabric, fur, pattern cardstock, beads, cord, pinking shears, and a glue gun. Take a piece of square cardboard and carefully roll into a cone. The gnome size will depend on the cardboard size. Add glue attaching the cone. Glue a corner. Cut off the excess. Take fur and draw a beard. Cut it out. Glue fur to the cone. Take gray fabric to make a cap. Cut out the corners. Try and see if the cap fits the gnome's head. Cut off the excess, forming a triangle. Glue the cap around the cone and across the edge. Our gnome's missing a face. Make a nose from a red bead and eyes from smaller black beads. Decorate the cap with a snowflake. Cut the cone with pinking shears from the bottom. Make another, a bit bigger gnome in the same way. Create a gnome family for decor if you wish. These handmade mini gnomes can become elements of your interior design or a funny gift for your close friends.
In our tutorial, we'll make a natural light papier-mâché apple. We'll need a proper shaped apple, water, papier-mâché flour paste or white glue, a soft synthetic brush, torn pieces of newspaper, and those of paper napkins. We'll take the newspaper pieces for the first coat. Put them into the water. Smear the apple with a fatty cream. Cover the whole surface with the wet newspaper. We'll use the paste or white glue and the napkin pieces for the next few coats. You can find the video about how to make papier-mâché paste on our channel. Carefully apply the paste to a small area. Attach the napkins. Smooth thoroughly with a brush. Add another napkin coat. Alternate with the paper. Let it dry for several hours. Add a couple more napkin layers. For a finishing coat, use newspaper. The papier-mâché dries in 15 to 20 hours. Take a craft knife. Cut the papier-mâché apple in half. Carefully remove the cut parts. Now, you should glue them together. Add the paste across the edge. Join the halves. Press together to attach well. Cover the juncture with the paste. Attach the newspaper. Done! Wait until it's dry. Cover the apple with a thick coat of wood primer. Let it dry for 3 to 4 hours. Smooth with a fine sandpaper. Now, color the apple. You can use any paint. We've chosen gouache. First, take a yellow color. Mix it with green, add a dark red, and dilute with pink. The basic color is dark red accompanied by other shades. Join the colors with segregated brush strokes. Add a bit of yellow. Then, paint with red again. Finish painting with long down upwards yellow brush strokes, creating a natural look. Cut out a fruit stem. Put it into the hole. Add the finishing touch by painting a black or dark brown dot in the pit. The papier-mâché apple is ready. If you want to add some gloss, cover it with lacquer. The apple has a natural look. You can put it into a fruit vase and use for a table decoration. If you liked the video, leave your comments. Subscribe to our channel where you can find other original papier-mâché crafts and learn lots of interesting interior decoration and accessory ideas.